so it's another day. And I just thought about it. I want to do a little bit of video on this catch can. It's not an expensive catch can, it's just straight from Amazon. But more importantly, how to plumb it and how to put the hoses in. What I did is I ran 2 lines from each valve cover. So it's one in this valve cover and it's one on the back side of that valve cover. On this side though, let's see if I can get up in here. That right there, that's the PCV valve. So it's one PCV valve going to catch can. And the other line that's going out of the catch can is going into this valve cover. Now, I had 2 filters on here, but I took this one off because it was like hella smoky. And it's a lot better now. But the last line I had to do was this one. I had it capped off like this one down here, but it didn't idle good, so I don't know what that was about. I might have to like tune that out. But for now, that's going into the second fitting into this valve cover. Now, I ran this one a lot longer to the back, so there's no chance of oil going into the throttle body at all. And I think this is pushing out air anyways. It's not sucking up air. But I wanted to be extra safe and run it a little bit longer, so there's no chance of getting oil back into my airstream. But yeah, as far as the catch can, that's pretty cool. I haven't had a problem with it. It's got a dipstick in it. Let's see. A little bit of oil at the tip. And as far as the bracket is just a little thin piece of metal that I got. Okay, so like I was saying, the bracket is just a little thin piece of metal from Home Depot. I think I paid like 50 cents for it, so I bought like 4 of them. But I ended up knocking it out first try. I just got measurements where I needed it to sit on the head and the 2 bolts that are back here. Just drill those out and get some good bolts and spacers. I had to use like 2 spacers on there to get it to hold good. But it's pretty simple. Once you get the smog pump and all that extra shit out of the way, you can put it right there. No problem. Now, I personally did this. It's not for performance factors because my motor is old. It's almost 200,000 miles. So it's got a little bit of blow by. I don't want oil going into my intake at all. But yeah, I just wanted to show that real quick. Because I know plumbing these lines is kind of confusing. A lot of people put it back into the intake right here. It's a waste of time, honestly, because you have a chance of putting oil back into your intake. You don't want oil in your intake. There's nothing to be oiled inside of there. It's a waste of time. So I hope this helps somebody, man. These catch cans from Amazon, they're not bad. I don't get no leaks or nothing out of the filter. It's fine. Okay, so I just looked at that last clip and I might freak some people out because my my filter is smoking. But that's only because my motor got a lot of blow by. It's high miles, like I just said. If you got the same problem and you don't want it to smoke, you could cap this off. You don't have to run the filter. They send the actual little bolt that goes in there, so you don't have to run the filter. But I think your catch can will fill up a little bit more and a little bit faster. So that's why I just go ahead and run the element filter. But other than that, that's pretty much it for the catch can system.